hitters, you got two left-handed hitters. Let's start this show. My two right-handed hitters are one in the twilight of his career and one maybe towards the back end of his career, but they do things that are so good. Let's check it out. Number one is Mr. Aaron Judge from the New York Yankees. Let's just see what he does to the baseball besides make it cry and be punished.
Scream.
Well, you see great power, obviously, to the opposite field. Robbie Ray, Cy Young Award winner. Look what this ball lands, Case. I mean, yeah, the camera missed it. It's like 80 rows back, dead center. Alex Colomé, little cutter. We're going to get back to that one because this is a phenomenal swing. Takes it out to right center. And this is a great sign for Yankee fans. Spring training home runs are always good. Watch your hat. Boom. Into the seat. But we're focusing on Aaron Judge. That's part one. Number two is Mr. J.D. Martinez. I got to put the highlight of his career. If a four-home run game is not the highlight of a career, I don't know what is. So he starts it off. Fourth inning, by the way, was his first home run. Fourth inning. Rich Hill, I'm sorry. It was 25 rows back. That's left center. Pedro Baez, we go right center. So we're covering all parts of the park. And this is something that he's just unbelievable. 95 miles an hour right down the middle. Takes that out to, I'd call that center, right center, Case.
Yeah.
And then finishes off the day with a curveball to left field. So let's break down two things these guys do. So, hold on, I'm sorry, Mr. Mize, I forgot that one. This is,
that's at Comerica. No,
yeah, that's a line drive. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna see a lot of similarities. Let's start with Aaron Judge on the left side here. If we can move this back right before, in his setup, where his feet are the setup right before the load, if we could take it back, I want you to take a look at basically these guys right here. Look where his head is. His head's right here. As he does his stride, we could roll it right now, does his stride. Once his foot plants right down, look at where his head is. I mean, he's moved maybe 4 inches to be in a position of tremendous power. That's part one. Head movement is great. He has a good base. You saw a separation between his arms. Now, if we roll it, please keep your eye on this right arm. Go ahead. Pause it right there. If we could click it back too. At the point of contact, right there, look how close his right elbow is to his body. I think a lot of people think that you got to be in full extension when you make contact. He's not even close to full extension. Absolutely crushed this ball. This was the one to right center, a cutter that was 93 off Alex Colomé. So head position, good separation, good balance, unbelievable path, staying inside the baseball. Let's go to the side here and look at J.D. Martinez. J.D. Martinez, very similar. What I like about him, he's not as tall as Aaron Judge, maybe a little bit wider stance. I love the separation. Notice how the hands go back while the stride foot goes forward. Roll it. Boom, boom, boom. Stop right there. Now this is what I call we're in our launch position. He is ready to attack the baseball. One thing JD did, and it took him a couple years to the big leagues. You know, when he was with the Astros, he got let go, and he kind of revitalized his whole swing approach. He talks about just being his hips being the anchor and hitting almost off of his right hip. Look where he makes contact here. Go ahead. Click, click, click. It's like that right hip. Pause right there. It's like that right hip just absolutely drives through the baseball. So, Case, as we come back to home plate, I mean, these two guys for me, first of all, I'm jealous because they do things that I can't do. I mean, hitting that ball to right center, but there are a lot of big and strong guys in the minor leagues that can't get to the big leagues. There's a lot of big league guys that are big and strong that can't stay there because they can't repeat what these guys do. When I look at Aaron Judge, what's really amazing is both these guys can take a fastball, and guys now that middle in, and kind of let the ball get a little deep so that they can go center, right center. Now, not everyone's as big and strong as these two guys to do it, but however, that approach to being able to do damage that way is something that's supremely impressive. If you saw the 4th home run with J.D. Martinez, I think when your hand position is coming in this direction, you get fooled a little or off speed comes, it's almost like a natural progression where what I like to call comfortably out in front. You know, you're looking for that heater, it comes in here, I'm a little out in front, but I'm still through that path.
Goes
I
that
can
way.
still hit the ball, keep it fair, and keep it fair with damage. So these two guys, you know, one really revitalized his swing. Another guy's just been, you know, I mean, he's been awesome since day one. It's just that ability to handle this pitch where back in the day, I think people said, hey, that inner third has to be hit to left center.
Right, it's not true.
I think good hitters, it's okay to get jammed. It's okay to let that ball travel. I think it allows one more click of recognition for these guys to be able to let the ball get deep, still do damage.
Yeah.
They're must-see TV when I see these guys take the plate. These are my two right-handed elite guys. We got two lefties. Case,
two of the best righties in the game. We got to go lefty style right here. These are two of the best lefties in the game. And talk about guys that hit the ball hard consistently. You talk about Judge and J.D. Martinez. If you watch them play, consistently they hit the ball hard. I'll tell you what, these two guys right here, top 5 in hard hitting percentage. You talk about Juan Soto. You kidding me? This guy hits the ball to left center like a power hitting righty. I mean, the way he sits back, and he can hit lefties, righties, it doesn't matter. This is why he's so good, though, because you can't pitch to him. You can crisscross the plate as much as you want. He will find a way to go to right center, dead center, lefty, righty, it really doesn't matter. But this is what he's so good. Best chase rate in the league means he doesn't chase after bad pitches. You're only as good as the pitch you swing at, guys. Look at that pitch, just down, same pitch almost, but now it's a mistake, it's up, it gets driven down to the left field corner. 93 just off? No. How about 98, kind of middle in? He shoots to left center like you talked about Judge and J.D. Martinez. Just missed down there on the slider, and then he comes back 95 away. You can't pitch this guy. He covers inside and he covers outside. I think that's why he's the greatest player in the game. I think, in my opinion, the best hitter, because he doesn't chase outside the zone. And you see right here, this pitch right here, he gets an off-speed pitch. Like you said, Mikey, he's going to turn that around. If you could bring the side angle and check it out right there, just bring that back to that side angle. I want to show you what I'm talking about with his swing. Bring it back to the beginning. Keep going. Okay, right here. Now watch his head. I like what you're talking about here. Watch his head and step. Go ahead. Bring it to his step if you can. Now watch. Not much movement. He kind of bumps back, and now he's getting ready to launch. Okay, now bring it forward. And on contact, stop it right there. Look at that extension. Are you kidding me? Look how he kept his head right there. He almost bumped back. He sits. Now you want to talk about why does he see the ball so well? That head is so sturdy, and that's why he makes such great decisions back in the zone. Go ahead and run it forward, and you'll just see the guy pretty much dominates in everything that he does, and he dominates really, really deep. So he's impressive. Now, the other guy I want to talk about, too, you can get rid of Juan Soto right now, is Michael Brantley. I mean, you talk about the Astros, that lineup top to bottom. This guy's one of the best in the business. I think he doesn't get mentioned enough, too. Michael Brantley can flat out hit. And when you look at his swing, too, similar to Juan Soto's, maybe not the same pop that Juan Soto has. This is what I love about him. I feel like the best approach sometimes is, man, that line drive up the middle, right? Quiet, steady, bam. Ball's back in the zone. He just drives it right back up the middle. Another one here, 87 down and away. What does he do with it? Don't try to do too much. The ball will tell you where it wants to go. If it's middle away, it wants to go left center, right? And I think that's why Brantley is so good, is because he does such a good job of manipulating that baseball. Wherever it is, up and in, he drives it to right center. Down and away, he'll go to left center. It's tough to do, but not a ton of movement with Brantley. A lot like Soto in the same way that they do things. Not as much power from Brantley. Now stop it right here. Here we go. Same thing, Mike. You see, front leg kind of comes out. Head's pretty still. Run it forward to the step. Right here. Look at that right there. Not much movement. Here he comes right here. The hips are going to start to move, but that head stays sturdy. Stop right there. Look at the head down. So nice. The hips are rotating through. Balls, the head is right on top of that barrel. Sees it so well. Play that through. That's why when you talk about some of the best guys in the game that hit the ball hard, Juan Soto, Michael Brantley, the reason is not a ton of movement, right? They go back, their head stays still. What does it allow me to do? Make decisions late. That's why you see these guys not swinging at the pitches. Then they get their pitch and they're hammering it.
I'll tell you, all four guys, they look like they have this quiet explosion. They're not anticipating, and they're not getting themselves out of their position to chase the ball and go do something with the baseball. They're allowing their body and really this base that they all have to work for them. Let the baseball come to them, and in turn, I think they dictate the at-bat more than anyone in the game.
Yeah, really simple, really simple. There you got it, Nelly. Two of the best righties, two of the best lefties in the game. They're all going to have huge years.
No disagreements, Case. All right, boys, get back over here, because when we come back on Mlb Tonight,